Hey guys, how you doing? Good? Alright, and today I'll be counting down my top 5 worst war weapons of Black Ops Zombies. Now, as usual, these are just my opinions. If you thought there was a weapon that should have been on this list but I didn't mention, feel free to leave it in the comments section. But yeah, let's begin. So number 5 on the list of bad war weapons comes the double barrel shotgun. Now, the reasoning behind this gun is pretty much simple. The damage is only good if you're that close to a zombie that you pretty much, well, it can pretty much hit you. That's how close you have to be for it to be any good. Without speed cola, the reload speed for this thing is just awful. I mean, look, fire rate alone, it's okay in that sense, but this is the gun I never buy on this map, or any of the original maps at all. It's just completely unused, completely bad, and if you actually look at where the hand is on the shotgun, it doesn't actually look like it's gripping it at all. It's just like the fingers are just tapping on it, and the thumb isn't even touching it. That's how unused this weapon is, and that's how bad it is, and that's why it's number 5. So now on to number 4 on this list, which is the FG42. Now, although this weapon's damage output is quite nice, this is the problem I have with it. The iron sights are, you know, a bit strange as it is. Watch what happens when I start firing. Straight upwards. Like, with this weapon, your accuracy literally is fucked. There's no chance of getting definite kills unless you shoot at the floor first and work your way upwards. Apart from that, the fire rate's okay, but I just never use it because of that one reason alone. Even when this was back on the original zombie maps, I wouldn't touch this thing. But, there you go. Number 4. Number 3 on my list, we have the bar. Now, I don't mind which variation you use this, whether you use this version on the classic maps or the bipod version on Baroque. Either way, this gun is just awful. That's how fast you shoot, and bearing in mind on most maps there's no double tap when you've got this, it's just a badly designed mess. I mean, the damage isn't good, the output's awful. At the very least, the stability is good. Other than that, ammo bad, shooting bad, damage bad. Rate of fire. Probably the most annoying thing I've ever heard. But no. Number 3, the bar. Now number 2 on this list, still on Twonathon Totem by the way, is the cabinet weapon, which is the Scoped Kar98K. Now this thing is even worse than the bar. And I can't get myself worked up about it enough. We don't need a sniper rifle on this map. Unless you have got people training or camping up in this bit, then maybe you can use it to snipe it out. Otherwise, it's a waste of money. 1,500, that's how much you have to pay for this bastard. Ammunition, that's fine. I don't have a problem with having to pay as little as much ammunition for this thing. But, in the higher rounds, this won't help you at all. I mean, admittedly the box won't go anywhere, that's fine. But as a war weapons go, this is just awful. I mean, you can get a trench gun for the same amount of money, and a Thompson for even less. And, you know, you'll still be better off. Oh, Jesus. Here we go. So number 1 on my list, surprisingly, isn't the Kar98K. Don't worry, I'm not about to slam this weapon because I've got no problem with it. What I do have a problem with, though, is what the gun was originally there on the first map pack of World at War, which was the Springfield. Now, unfortunately, I won't have the able to show you this weapon in action because I didn't buy the first map pack, because I was someone with a working brain. But anyway, so back in the days of World at War, there was a rifle called the Springfield, which was, if the Kar98K and the Arasaka had a child and it was handicapped, that would be the Springfield. The Springfield's iron sights were off, so you couldn't get clear headshots. And even on rounds as simple as 1, 2, 3, or 4, you had to, you know, put more ammunition into a zombie in order to get the instant headshot. So on top of that, the gun was just absolutely bad. Beyond all reason, and it could not be used and wasn't even worth the 200 points at the beginning of the game. So to be fair, if you started on this map for Baroque, and you were the person on that side of the door, and there was someone on this side of the door, you felt sorry for the person who was standing here, because they had to buy this piece of crap. And then get killed because they couldn't use it properly. So yeah, number 1, the Springfield.